you just never know what's going on underneath the surface. And we said, like you said yourself, Colleen, I mean, you are Miss Confident, or so we think you are.
It's all fake.
But actually, it's all fake.
It actually is.
You are. You're much more shy than people would ever give you credit for, I think.
Yeah, I am. I've always, I think it's an insecurity thing. And I don't know whether that comes from being the youngest of a really big family, and we've always been in showbiz and in the spotlight, so there's always comparisons. And, you know, I've kind of grown up never, and this isn't pity, I don't need an R. I'll let you know when I do. It's not now. But I have grown up always thinking, no, I don't think I'm good enough. I feel like I've had to just pretend that it's all okay, and yeah, and I get terrible nerves, and so yeah, I kind of put on this persona, but I've kind of been like that my whole life, and then sometimes it's held me back. So people have offered, you know, I've been offered things, and I've gone, oh no, absolutely, I couldn't do it. You know, even if it's something I want to do, I have this instant thing of, oh, but I can't, or I'll make an idiot of myself, or, you know, I'll be slaughtered for it, or whatever. And actually, it was my son Jake one time when I'd really lost, something bad had happened and I'd really lost confidence, and I was like, I just don't think I can do it anymore, you know. And he said, Mum, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know, so you go and do something and you fail at it, or you're not very good at it, or whatever. What's the worst thing? No one's, you know, no one's going to die if you can't bake a cake, or, you know, things like that. It was like, and I thought, actually, yeah, he's right. And I don't want to get to a point in my life where it's held me back so much that then I regret that I didn't even try. So now I do this thing of, you know, I've said it before, I've got a thing on my wall and it says, only regret the things you didn't try. Yeah. And every time I'm doubting myself, I look at that and I think, just try. It doesn't matter, we're all going to die. Who cares? I would have liked then 1 R. Yeah, because now I'm feeling really insecure that they don't care either. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
You are a very nice audience.
I would say that. I would say confidence is really about not being afraid to fail, isn't it? I think that's our biggest fear, is to feel stupid or look stupid or not be good enough. And I think during my career, after I've been like fired off a few jobs or, you know, not welcome back, you know, I look at those experiences and think, well, do you know what? I went on to do something else, and most of the time something better, and I learned so much from those experiences. And my agent always says to me, Kelly, your greatest asset is your availability.
And you do get stronger again, I think,
Yeah,
as you get a bit older, don't you? You sort of,
and you're not,
you maybe care less, and you're not frightened to say no sometimes to things. Sometimes that is the right option as well.
Very brave thing to learn how to
exactly.
do.
I think
I
that's
learned to
it.
do that.
I mean, Janet, you've been a boss, you've been an employee, you've done the whole sort of, certainly when it comes to the work
I've certainly
level.
appeared confident, but I think I would agree with Colleen that underneath I'm basically quite a shy person, and there's an exterior confidence that's that I can get by on and I can go a long way on. But when you take a knock, it's how you come back. And obviously I've done high-profile jobs, and a few years ago I did a job that I was really, really not enjoying, and it was making my life a complete misery. So
She still came back here, though.
I came back here, that's right. No, it's before I was on Loose Women, way before. Anyway, what happened was I made a speech and I effectively got myself sacked, and it was very public. So on the one hand, I'd got out of the job that was upsetting me so much, but it was like a public humiliation. But a friend, and I had all the photographers outside my house, a friend rang up and he said, I'm coming round in a car, we're going to take you out to dinner, and everybody will have forgotten about it in 48 hours. And he picked me up, we went out for a really fabulous dinner, and we laughed, and we thought, you know, that's gone, it's finished, it's done. And somehow that friend gave me my confidence back. So I completely understand what Amy's saying. It comes from an unexpected place, and you're not expecting it. And I was quite prepared to sit at home and be miserable, and this friend forced me to go out. And I think now the lesson I learned from that is, like Colleen says, you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And as you get older, of course, you're more inclined to just do the things you've already done. And I have to say to myself, have the confidence to do things you might fail at, because as Kelly has said, who cares? You've just done it, you made a bit of a fool of yourself, but
Yeah.
I've done that in the past and I'll do it again.
And it's some great stories, Janet, because you've got a back catalogue of fabulous stories because of
Yeah, I
all
thought
of
you were going to
those
say you got a back
situations.
catalogue of failures.
No.
In revenge for my peers mentioned.